up, everyone? It's your boy, Storm Maverick. Tonight's a very special night for you and the show and the rotation, since we've gotten such a great response from all of you for my advice show. We've decided to bring you all of them back to back, uncut and uninterrupted. So sit back, fire up a bowl, and enjoy me, yours truly, Storm Maverick.
The Advice Show starring yours truly, Storm Maverick, on in the rotation.
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is yours truly, Storm Maverick, and what I have for you is simply this. I'm going to talk to you about, well, what to do on the first date. What is appropriate enough on the first date? What to do? Well, basically, this is what I think that you should do on the first date. You go ahead, when you ask that, well, you don't ask a woman out. You tell a woman, hey, you, let's go out. You never want to ask a woman out anyways, alright? I'm going to go ahead and tell you what to do before you go on the first date, even right now. You don't want to ask a woman, will you please go out with me? No. That's not going to work out, dude. It's not going to work out. Say, let's go to movies. Alright, yeah, let's go have some fun. Let's go see a movie. I got money. Let me spend it. Alright, so A, get a job. B, make tons and tons of money. And then C, tell her I got a lot of money to spend on you. Oh, don't tell her that. Tell her, let's go to the movies right now, my treat. I'm going to buy you a ticket. Go see a chick flick. Take her out to dinner. And then you take her home. So you gotta have money, you gotta have a job, you gotta have a car, you gotta have all that. And for your first date. Now what to say on your first date. Now here's the thing, or how to act on your first date. It's what you need to know. And I got the answers for you. You want to be yourself. Don't try to be like popping your collar out of nowhere, acting like you're all hip and cool and stuff. And really, you were not acting like this when you got her to go see the movie. You know what I'm saying? Don't be like all stupid, 1980s popping your collar thinking, I gotta be hip, I gotta be cool, I gotta act like I'm Rico Suave, you know? The woman's gonna wonder you're fake, and then she's not gonna know you for the real you. You gotta be you. Gotta be you, man. Don't be all Rico Suave. You're not Rico Suave. You're an average man. Unless you do some unaverage things like me, I'm a professional wrestler, then you're an average man. You gotta be yourself. Ladies like it when you be yourself. Don't be fake. And what you say to a lady, don't compliment her breast. Don't do that. What you do on the first date is you compliment how she looks with her beautiful dress. You be like, you look nice tonight. Don't go far as to say, I like your cleavage, or I like how your tits are hanging out, or something like that. You say that, that's awkward. No, don't say that. That doesn't work. Doesn't work out. So, you go ahead, you compliment how she looks, and don't be doing all the talking. Like, the less you talk, the better. Just straight up, the less you talk, it's better. You gotta ask her, you know, how her day's been and stuff. Ask her questions to make her talk. Don't ask her anything stupid like when you had your period last, or did you enjoy the Yankees game last night or whatever? No, stupid, don't say that. Well, I'm hoping you're smart, but I'm thinking of a friend right now that would make all these mistakes. So just do the opposite of my friend and you'd be okay. But ask her, you know, how's her day been? Ask her how's work, how's your day at work? How's life going for you? Get her to talk about something. The minute she mentions her boss is a dick, and start talking about how much her boss is a dick, even though you don't want to talk about it. But trust me, it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, you still want some. A woman, though, just to get her way, she's not going to give you any. If you don't get your way the whole time, and then you finally get something, be like, oh yeah, I watched this chick flick, for a reason now. Everything went her way for a reason now, so I can just get better. You know, you gotta please her. She doesn't have to please you, because I can go with being unpleased until we hit the hay. I'm just gonna put it to you right now that exactly how that's gonna work. So you go ahead and you compliment her, you suck up to her, you go ahead and compliment her, you go ahead and tell her nice things about her, you go see a 51st Dates type of movie where there's all good chick flicks and all that, and even if she wants to go see a movie with a bunch of male strippers, oh my goodness, it better be worth the sacrifice, because I'm not down with that. But if she's down with that, I know for a fact I gotta please her the whole entire night. I gotta pay for everything. I gotta pay for the date. I gotta do it all just so I could get some nookie at the end of the night. And once you realize that, then you're ready for your first date. But don't even call it a date. Call it a hangout. Because nowadays, you don't even want to call things a date, or it feels weird. Call it a hangout, because you have to hang out about 2 or 3 times before you can say we're dating. Just take it really, really slow. The slower you take it, the better it is. The guy rushes everything. Trust me, it's not gonna last. And that's your advice for today. Thank you for listening. I'm on the show right now in the rotation. I feel so happy to be on here. Take care. Well, hello everybody. It's yours truly, Star Maverick, with another edition of The Advice Show. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys end up loving it. I have a viewer submission that just came in, and I'm going to go ahead and read this, and then I'm going to help out this individual. But let's go ahead and dig into the letterbox and read. It says, hello, I'm new to the wrestling business. Only been in for a few months. My trainer, Floyd Turbo, says he's going to get me to the WWE. I can't wait for that to happen. I've loved wrestling all my life. It's a true passion of mine. I recently started dating a girl I met at a show. When I told one of the vets in the locker room about her, he laughed. His name is Delicious Danny Scott, or DDS for short. I asked him why he was laughing, and he said, bro, she's a rat. All the boys have fucked her. My question is to you, is she someone to keep or not? I think she is a great person, and she might be the one, even if we've only been together a short time. Please help me, I'm feeling a little stressed. All the boys in the locker room say to run, but my heart is telling me to stay. Thank you, CFT. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and answer this. Do you trust your boys you're training with? You trust them? Well, they're probably having your back. She may be a whore. My question to you is, do you like your girlfriend being a whore? But we gotta have to find this out. We gotta have to do a little bit of investigating. You gotta have to go up to her and basically ask, well, I've been hearing in the back of the locker room that you've been like messing around with some other guys. Is this true? And you need to know the answer anyways, because if you're gonna plan to bang her anytime soon, I mean, you gotta know if she's been around. If you're just passing her around, you gotta know that. Simply put, you gotta have to know that. So you find that out, and she says yes. Determine what you want to do. If she says no, well, I guess you could keep doing what you've been doing, which is staying in her. And make sure that you can see in her eyes she's telling you the truth, and you make your own judgment. I don't know her. I don't know the people that are training you. I don't know the people you're with. The only thing I can tell you is you may want to ask her, be brave enough to ask her if she's been sleeping around. And that's your right to know. Because that's you have a penis, and you have the right to put your penis and know where you're putting what land you're putting your penis in. You need to know the territory on which that penis may enter. So you find that out. And once you find out, then go ahead and take the voyage if you want, even if she's a whore. That's it for the Advice Show today. Thank you, and I hope all of you have a great day. You're listening to the best of the Advice Show by me, yours truly, Storm Maverick, right here on In the Rotation. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of the Advice Show, starring yours truly, Storm Maverick. And I got not one, but two things that came in through submissions. And I'm going to go ahead and answer both of those right for you at this time. Jason Rain asks, "Hi Storm, love hearing you on ITR. My question is, what's the best way to shave your balls?" Well, you know what, Jason, that is a really great question. And I've been hearing from last week's show, you want to use some scissors, and you want to use some razor blades, but the best way to do it, I believe, so you don't chop your balls off with any scissors or any blades, because that could be kind of dangerous, having that by your private parts. I would say, go ahead and use that buzz cutter thing that the hairstylist uses to shave your head? Well, you go ahead and put on a clip. I would prefer like a number 2. Number 2's nice. Number 1 itches because it's too short. But put like a number 2 clip on a buzz cutter and then shave it off from there, and you'd be good to go. You'd be ready. You wouldn't cut anything unless it could be pulling some hairs. Therefore, you have to lubricate the buzz cutting machine, because you don't want to go, cut the hair and then it pulls. That hurts like a mother. But yeah. So that answers that question. Thank you, Jason, for that submission. I got another one from Jeremy Jickens. So let's go and answer this second question right now. Hi, Storm. It's your boy, Jeremy Jickens. I'm the boyfriend of Ronda Rousey, the UFC Women's Champion. I took your advice as it pertains to dating, and it worked. You're a genius. I recently took Ronda out for dinner. Of course, she paid for it. And I told her to give me a Dr. Pepper, you bitch. What the? She went out of the restaurant crying, ran her white ass all the way home. I stayed for a few more drinks and a few lines of blow with my boy Johnny Kiss. I asked Kiss for some gimmicks to get me in the mood. He said only if I can fuck Ronda. So I brought him home to fuck Ronda. He told her, "Listen, cunt, today ain't your day." Is that cool? Would you let your boys want to train on your girl? Alright, first off, I appreciate the submission. I thought I said to make sure you please a woman so you could get some at the end of the night, but I could be wrong, and my mommy taught me better than to call a woman a bitch, but, you do your thing, you know what I'm saying? About her running away, crying, and all that's not good. You don't want to call a woman a bitch. Just simply put, she's a girl, you want to please her, but you want to make her feel good, and her objective is to make you feel good, and you should be trying your best to make her feel good. You try to make each other feel good, knowing that it will work out and everything will fall into play. About that last question, would you let your boys want to train your girl? Absolutely not. In a way, it's like, it's bad. It's just straight up bad. I don't believe in open relationships. I believe that you stick with the girl, you stay with her, and she sticks with you. Because, you never want your girl to be with another guy anyways. I mean, it may be a pleasure for her to say you're allowed to see other women, but you gotta think at the same time, is it gonna be a pleasure for you to see her with other guys? So, I wouldn't have done that. I would have just said, fuck you to your boy. But, you do what you want to do, you know what I'm saying? But I would never allow... I'm single right now. I've been single for just a little bit less than a year right now for my last relationship. And dating this 40-year-old woman, I could tell you from my personal experience, I was in your friend's place at one point. This 4-year-old, I'm not going to say her name on air, she had an open relationship. And what happened at the end is, I banged her a few times. It came to be that it was destroying their marriage, and now she's divorced. She's moved back to New York. I'm here in North Carolina, and basically, it destroyed a relationship. I was at the end of banging somebody else's girl in an open relationship that basically that ruined everything for them. So to allow your girl to have these type of, sex with other guys basically, it may destroy your relationship later on. So you don't want to do that. And make sure you don't call your woman a bitch ever again and make her pay for everything. I try to remember the first advice show I did on In the Rotation. I remember clearly saying, you gotta please her and you gotta do everything for her. Hopefully, though, she would do everything for you. Well, that is my advice. I also want to go ahead and give a quick plug-in. I have an album out called Heaven. Storm Maverick does electronic dance music. You can find me on Amazon, iTunes. I have CDs and MP3s. Just look up Storm Maverick. And I am the same Storm Maverick that does $5 wrestling. That also does music you can find on Amazon and iTunes and all that. So, that's it for me today. Have a wonderful and great, fantastic evening. I see you next time. And that is all Storm Maverick has to say about that. And welcome to another advice show. I got this very, very long one that I'm going to do today, and I hope you enjoy it. It's from a guy named Jeff, and Jeff wrote a lengthy thing, so let me go ahead and read it. Hey Storm, it's Jeff from the Max. Can't get enough of you on ITR in the rotation. I have a couple of questions that make up one question. I hope you can help. Which actually, it's 30 questions it feels like. How about I do it this way? I'm going to make up a voice when I read it, and then I'm going to have my actual voice for when I answer it, so you know the difference between me reading and me telling you the advice. So, here we go. I am a manager of a popular restaurant. All the people from B-Side High hang out and call the Max. Is they're all friends? Is that a smart business plan to hire people that are all friends? I say maybe. It depends. So they're hardworking, or are they a bunch of girls goofing off? Now, if they're a bunch of girls goofing off, of course, it's not good business. But if you know they're hardworking people, then yes. But actually, you're better off hiring people that don't really talk to each other all that much, because that will work really well. Alright. Also, I'm really good looking, and a bit of a cockhound. Some say I look like Uncle Jesse from Full House. Even though I'm 25 years old, I have fine high school girls, mostly 16 and younger, super hot. Let me stop there and say that is creepy as fuck. Anyways, don't you agree? Hell no, I don't agree, man. You're gonna go to jail, you freaking perv. Alright, back to reading. Anyway, Kelly's been coming on to me, and her boyfriend Zach's agree. Am I skipping a line? Hold on. Her boyfriend Zach's a total idiot and can't see her constantly fuck me from across the room. What a dummy. Last week I finally got Kelly to agree to just a blowjob. I mean, she does have morals. The blowjob was okay at best. What's the best way to tell a girl how to suck a dick? Start off at the top and work your way down. Feels good at the top, but try to get the whole thing in your mouth and go back, suck it on top again, then go back down. Something like that. Just suck on it, damn it. Alright. I mean, she does have more. I already read that. No. Okay, I found my spot. Okay, here we go. I'm sure you have a ton of experience in this field. I also spoke to Lisa, but only in her ass. Stupid bitch is saving her virginity, so I convinced her ass fucking's not sex. Do you agree with that? Some like it there, some like it in the front. If you want the front, you need to tell her that. If she don't give it to you, then oh well, at least you got what you got. Yeah, maybe she changed her mind after a little bit and go, okay, now I need it in the front door. You have to work it better and then she can't resist you. Pressure her over the place, you gotta do it right. Alright, one more question. Actually, there's a few more. One more question. Oops, I skipped the line. One more question. Man. Hold on. Small print. I should wear my glasses. One more question pertaining to ass sex. I fucked Jessie. This was way before I hired her. Like at least 3 weeks before. Right after I came in her ass, I pulled out. Usually I would have her put my cock directly into her mouth as soon as I pull out to taste her own ass. But as my helmet came out, I think he means the top of his dick, I saw a piece of shit stick to my shaft. As you can imagine, I was totally freaked out and almost fainted. What do you do when that happens? Well, that's another good question, I have to say. What you do is you go ahead and you take toilet paper and you wipe it off, and then you jump in the shower and wash that off with soap. Because trust me, you definitely need soap and water. Don't just use tissues and all that. You need to use something to wipe it off with and then wash it with soap in the shower. Simple as that. Like taking a shower. Okay, he says here, do you simply take a towel tissue and clean it off? Yes, I would say that to that. Or do you use baby wipes? So you can use baby wipes too. It says here. Alright. Now I got this last question, so here we go. Last question pertaining to this group of friends. I walked in the bathroom to smoke a joint before my shift started, as I usually do. I saw AC had Samuel bent over a stall like a cheap whore. AC was balls deep in Samuel's ass and jerking him off at the same time. Let me interrupt this and go, where in the world do you work? At a strip club? Strip club bar? Because, man, this stuff is insane what I'm reading right now. My goodness. Alright, I come back to looking at this. Reading this. First I thought, man, AC's pretty talented. Then reality set in. I told them to wash their hands and get back to work. Later I thought about firing them, but you know how gay dudes are. They sue at the drop of a hat. So I give them both a promotion and raise. What would you have done? I would have fired them. I wouldn't worry about getting sued because they had sex in the bathroom. You don't have sex at work. Usually where I am from, I'm from North Carolina, that may be a foreign place, but where you live, whoever sent this, but if you had sex in the bathroom at work, I would think you would be fired. Just a thought. Yeah, I don't think anybody has ever gone away being caught having sex at work and got away with it after the manager knew the fact, unless he was the one that did it. If it was something like I don't know, two people who just got into business, had sex in the bathroom, and the higher up manager caught it, you're screwed, you're fired. So, what I would have fired him. To answer your question, what would I have done? Man, I'm giving a lot of advice to this guy right here. And then read this. Thanks for your time and honesty. You're changing the world one advice show at a time. Yours truly, Jeff. Alright, Jeff. So yeah, to sum up, to the best of my ability, wash your dick with soap and water if you have shit on it. Just tell a woman just go up and down the shaft. I say, what else did I told you? Go ahead and, I forgot. Anyways, just follow my advice. Alright? You remember it, just, if you forgot, rewind the, rerun when it comes on. But anyways, thank you. I hope you all have a great day. Thanks. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of The Advice Show, starring yours truly, Storm Maverick. Today, I didn't get any viewer mail, but I got some advice for you on a very pertinent subject for today's youth, especially if you're a teenage girl. I don't know if any teenage women listen to this, any teenage girls, but I got some advice that you could pass down to any of them that you know. It's how not to be like Miley Cyrus, and why you shouldn't want to be like Miley Cyrus. I think this is important to go ahead and discuss, and let me go ahead and give you the top 5 reasons why not. Number 5, cause you would be cold in the winter for not being able to wear that much clothes. The label doesn't want you to wear anything. What if it's cold outside? Be like 20 degrees. You freeze your butt off. So that's not good. Okay, number 4, cause licking a sledgehammer can get you sick. I mean, who knows where that sledgehammer has been? You knocking things with it and stuff like that, you go ahead and lick it up like you think it's a big juicy white cock or something, and all of a sudden you got sick because that sledgehammer's been like over dust and asbestos, and you pretty much got yourself pretty much sick. You don't want to do that. That's not safe. Number 3, cause twerking on guys that are already taken may give the wrong impression, or get you beat up by the guy's wife. I'm surprised Robin Thicke didn't beat the crap out of Miley Cyrus for twerking on him. So, yeah. So, teenage girls out there, if you twerk on another woman's man, that woman may want to kick your ass. I'm just saying that that's what may happen. Now, number 2, sticking out your tongue can attract the lesbians. You want that if you are straight. So if you're a teenage girl and you sticking your tongue out a lot, and you especially stick your tongue out at women and stuff like that, if the woman can get attracted to you like that, and she may want to come in for a kiss, but if you're not attracted, it'd be like a guy kissing another guy and they don't want to, just make sure that you're careful who you stick your tongue out to. Only stick your tongue out to the people you want to have sex with. If you don't want to have sex with them, then do not stick your tongue out at them. And finally, number 1. The number 1 reason why you shouldn't act like Miley Cyrus is simply this. Riding a wrecking ball naked can get you arrested. So, if you watch that music video, Wrecking Ball, and you see her on naked riding it, trust me, teenage girls, if you do that, you may get handcuffed. You may go to jail. And you may have to spend some time for nudity. And as far as I'm concerned, in most states in the United States of America, you cannot run around naked without getting handcuffed. I am just saying. Well, that's it for the show today, for the Advice Show. You can follow me at Twitter, at Storm Maverick, and follow me on Facebook, or send me a friend request, facebook.com/Storm Maverick. So, 2 easy plugins there. Just look up, facebook.com/Storm Maverick, twitter.com/Storm Maverick. You find me, follow me on both. Love you guys so much. Take care, and have a great evening. See you next time. You're listening to the best of The Advice Show with Storm Maverick. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of The Advice Show, starring yours truly, Storm Maverick. Got a couple of submissions, and please, thank you so much. Guys, just keep sending those submissions every single week. It makes me easier to give advice if you ask questions, so make sure you send them. But we got not one, but 2 submissions today, and here we go. It says here, "Hi, Storm Maverick. It's your dude, Steve Boss. I have a serious infatuation with Shawn Michaels. I think he's totally H-O-T hot. Anyways, I'm also an indie wrestler. Some say I look just like Shawn. I totally agree. Part of me thinks I thank him so much because he look like twins. I like him so much because we look like twins. Okay. I steal 100% of Heartbreak's moves when I'm in the ring. Is that okay?" Alright, let me go ahead and answer that before I read the rest of this. I think that you need a new gimmick. The Heartbreak Kid's already been done. The sweet chin music, praying to God before he enters the ring with the fireworks behind him, or saying the "suck it" when you team up with Triple H, that's already been done. Be original. Like, I know my name's not too original, but I didn't know that many Storm Mavericks. I know a lot of people have the last name Storm, but that's my first name. But I should have thought of something else other than Maverick, but we already have music out everywhere and stuff like that, which you can even listen to on Spotify for free. To check that out. So I can't really change my name, but at least, and my gimmick's probably not that original too, as the rock star, wearing porno star jackets and just doing my thing, But at least don't be called Shawn Michaels like you're Dave Michaels. Who am I kidding? People copy gimmicks all the time. I even wrestled for $5 Wrestling, the pay-per-view, the live internet pay-per-view of which had Freight Train versus Big Donnie, if you heard of it. And I wrestled a guy, you may have heard of him, his name is Jeff Hart. I mean, if that's not a copycat, he wears pink and black and does the sharpshooter, even though for a match he did the Boston Crab, a.k.a. the Chris Jericho's finisher move, the Walls of Jericho, but he should have done the sharpshooter. But anyways, copying gimmicks, try not to. At least I put in a spear and the figure for a leg lock, and I don't know that many rock stars doing the figure for a leg lock. And the Miz is not, well, I don't know what you consider the Miz, but I'm an actual musician, so I can get away with the rock star gimmick. Anyways, as for being attracted to the guy, sure, why not? You may have his play girl. I never want to look at it because I'm straight, but if you're gay, why not look at it? Why not enjoy your sexuality? Don't let people try to push you down on who you are on the inside. If you're gay, you're gay. Just don't masturbate to my pictures, and we would be okay. Now let me read the rest of this. Every time I hit sweet chin music, the little boy in me totally marks out for myself. My question is, I got my dick stuck in a shampoo bottle, what should I do? Go to the doctor. And I'm recording this a few days before. By this time, if you haven't gone to the doctor yet, which common sense would tell you to do, you may have cut off the circulation of blood to your dick, and you may be in a lot of trouble right now. Just saying. Anyways, thank you for that submission. Let me scroll down here. Oh, wait a minute. There's more here. Sincerely, HBK Boss. One more, Storm. Mike Brooks asks, Hey, Storm, what's your number day consist of, and do you eat Kraft macaroni and cheese, or are you more of a Velveeta guy? I like all types of pasta, so you could give me both. Kraft, Velveeta, you could give me turcanini, you could give me fettuccine, you could give me spaghetti, it don't matter to me. But anyways, and that other question was, what's your number day consist of? It consists of, well, looking for a real job other than wrestling and music, because I'm in the indie circuit of both and not making that much money on either one. Actually, I'll be so very honest with you, I haven't even got paid yet to wrestle, and I only sold a few albums. So if you can help me out and check out my music, look it out on Spotify, you would dig it. Indie wrestler, indie musician here, try to say, put my stuff out there. As far as my day is concerned, other than not finding a job because there are no jobs where I'm at in Garner, North Carolina, well, I get up, I watch the news, I play the guitar, or I would produce on the laptop. But if I'm not doing that, right now I am a gamer too. I'm a video gamer. I am definitely playing the Nintendo 64 games of Zelda, and I like doing that in my spare time. Just playing that is awesome. I like Zelda. Zelda: A Link to the Past, good game. I work out too. So yeah, that's basically So I just stay busy, and I hang out with friends. I go out a lot, play tennis, or I go to bars, do karaoke. Also, in my spare time, I'm hanging out with cute girls at church on Tuesday and Wednesday. Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, good girls are good too, as well as the bad girls. Yeah, but anyways, that'll meet at bars. But anyways, I got another one for you. Thank you, HBK Boss, for that. Now on to the next one. This is from a guy named Tommy Drake. He says, Hey, Stormy, Tommy Drake here. I need some advice, and you're the guy to give it. My wife's a total fag hag. All her friends are gay. Recently, her friend, Bodacious Brad, told her something about me I've been keeping a secret for years. See, I try Craigslist for dudes. They just blow me. I never touch them, so I'm totally straight. Anyways, Brad found my Craigslist ad and told my wife about it. So when she confronted me, I totally lied and said someone stole my identity. So I let a week go by and I paid a Bodacious Brad a visit. First I made him blow me, like any straight guy would do. After I shot my goo in his face, I then shot him 3 times in the chest with my handgun. My question to you is, what's the best way to chop up a body and dispose of it? This did happen today, so I'm looking for your advice ASAP. Thanks, cutie. Well, that is the interesting question you just gave me. I say, wow, that's big, man. I never disposed of a body before. It's hard to help you here. You kind of far-fetched for me giving you advice and saying not to worry about it. It's a joke, but you played it off as letting him do homosexual acts on you, which is fine. But I don't know about shoot a guy 3 times in the heart with a gun. If you get caught and gave you my name, your name to me, I just broadcast on air. You screwed, dude. Best way to dispose of a body, I would guess, put it in a trash bag and burn it. I don't know. To find some alligators and feed them. I don't know. I seriously do not know how to help you here. This is far-fetched. I would never even think of murdering somebody, let alone dispose of a body. I'm lucky to say I've never worked for the mafia before, so no worries. I can't help you, man. My bad. Anyways, that is it for me today on The Advice Show, starring yours truly, Storm Maverick. You can follow me on Twitter at Storm Maverick. Also on Facebook, you can follow me or friend request me, facebook.com/Storm Maverick. So, there you go. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another show of The Advice Show, starring yours truly, Storm Maverick. I am your host, Storm Maverick, and now I'm going to go ahead and read some viewer submissions. That's how The Advice Show works. I read what you submit to me, and I give you advice. Just ask me questions. Just go ahead, people at home, ask away, and I will answer them live on air. So, here we go. Hi, sexy Storm. My name's Michelle from Lazelle, Illinois. I'm the girl Polly from ITR fucked in the ass. Man, I'm loyal. I have to be honest, Storm. Your voice makes me so horny. Honestly, the minute they start to play your advice show, I start to finger my pussy. Try to finish before your segment is done. I hate you know. Before I heard your sexy ass voice, I used to need to shove my whole fist in my ass to come. But not anymore. Thanks for making me come without having to make my ass bleed. You're the man. The last time I fucked Polly, he came inside my ass, not my pussy. 9 months later, I gave birth. How is this possible? The other thing is, he never called me or his ass baby again. What's your opinion on that? Last thing, if you ever want to fuck me, whoa. My number is 815 area code 8675309. Feel free to read my number over the air. I love to give this pussy away for free. Thanks. Alright. Well, thank you for that. I'll probably be texting you later. As for your question, what is your opinion on Polly leaving you or kissing your ass goodbye? Well, that's up to Polly. You know, Polly does what Polly needs to do. You know, if he got tired and then ran away, that's Polly. Me, I probably keep on coming to your ass. I don't know. I need to find a picture of you. So yeah, I'm probably gonna have. Once I text you, send me a pic. I'm gonna probably text you tonight. But yeah, definitely send me a pic. Let me see what Polly is missing out on now, and I may want to get into that action. So there you go. Alright, next question. Ben Jordan asks, hey Storm, on last week's advice show, you said you do karaoke. What's your 3 favorite songs to perform? And will you please do one for us tonight? Well, let me go ahead and answer the first question. What's my favorite karaoke songs to do? I like to do both rock and hip-hop. On the rock journey, I like to do a little bit of Stained, a little bit of Taproot, maybe some Theaters Down. I'm not a roarer. I can't roar, like belch out, like row type roars, but I really can sing key point on the melody. And as for hip-hop is concerned, I like to do some Jay-Z, some Ludacris, some 50 Cent, some stuff that's older. A little older now than what they're playing on the radio. I like doing those songs. from them. That's a lot of fun to do. So you ask me, well, should I go ahead and do a song for you tonight? Well, guess what? Yes. I'm going to do a song for you, and it's going to be right after I answer this last question. After I answer this last question, then I'm going to perform some karaoke for you. So that would be next. Alright, Johnny Kiss gives me the last question of the night. So I got called into work for tonight by Kathy, my overnight assistant manager, who knows I like to more than 22.5 hours of work a week. I'm currently getting. Woohoo! 3 minutes later, management calls me back. Duh. Yeah, Mike, we're sorry to get your hopes up, but we have seniority here, a pecking order of sorts, if you will, and Kathy can't just handpick whomever she likes to work. We're currently on the phone calling everyone else, and if no one else is available, then we'll call you back and you can come on in. Okay, I replied, no thanks. Thanks, okay, I wasn't prepared to work tonight anyways. I have a previous obligation I was going to cancel because Kathy called me back, but I'll just stick with my original plans. Thank you, alright? Bye-bye. When all these morons going to understand that I would never play second best to anyone ever. I'm always the first choice. I'm always the very best. Am I crazy, Storm? No, I don't think you're crazy. I think you could have probably told them, well, I just got appointed. Please let me do my shift. I can do it. It's no need to call anyone else. I can do it. I would have just jumped on in and said, I'm ready to do this. I don't know if you, what else was on the phone. That first phone call you think turned out okay, and then they call you saying something about a pecking order. They call everyone else and then call you. First of all, as management, you shouldn't really tell someone that we're gonna try out all these other people before we try you out. That's kind of stupid. For them, they should have just said, we call you back. Because every boss on job does this, they're gonna have like 10 interviews or more before they say this person is recommended for the job and all of that. That's how they roll as management. They're going to go ahead and give a ton of interviews, pick the best one, and that best person for the job will get the job, and that's how businesses work. So you always have to look top-notch, better than everyone else, especially when it comes to your resume. And, yeah, and hopefully, you are better than everyone else, number one. So it's very hard right now for work in general, for this country and all that. But don't ever give up. So you got these people at this job that didn't give you a chance. Well, guess what? You have that fire in you. You deserve a chance. Just don't quit. Keep working on it. Eventually, you will get that job. Just remember to have a cool head, and just with polite and kind words say that you are better than everyone else. But with cool and kind words, be like, well, I feel more qualified for the job, and I believe that I can succeed at this job you're presenting to me, or something like that. Modesty is the best policy.
What's up, man?
So thank you for that. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and sing some karaoke. So here, without further ado, I think I haven't even decided on what I'm going to do. Oh yes, what gets a lot of people wanting to jump up out of their seats and start dancing and start having a good time is LL Cool J with the song Head Sprung.
Oh, man.
So if I could find this on YouTube, I'm going to pause and then start right with this karaoke song.
I'm just trying to take as much
LL Cool J Headsprung for you karaoke with my advice show tonight here on In the Rotation. So enjoy this tune.
They need to change the sales.
They call me Big L.I., Big Silly, Big Money, Big Billy. When I slide down the door, can you hear me? I've been 6 feet apart, so you feel me. Let me get to the cuts in the back. Let me get to the cuts in the hat. I'ma tell you to cause an attack. Timberland ladies up on the track. Let me get the ice pop champagne. Don't forget I used to ride on the train. When I bump a ride, call my name. Good crazy in the mall with James. Dump that not ill like me. Bring the women to chill for free. Let me tell you, girl, don't try me. You better have ID, cause we be up in the club. We be posting the back. And we be in the club. Girl, always come to the back. Everybody get your head sprung. We about to get your head sprung. We about to get your head sprung. We about to get your head sprung. Cause we be up in the club. We be posting the back. And we be in the club. Girl, always come to the back. And we about to get your head sprung. 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 Lord have mercy, if the broad is thirsty, a happy man reimburse me. The part that hurts me, soon to try to work me, but I can never let you jerk me. Stick it to the wall, give it up. Stick it back through the back door, live it up. Got the champagne, pour me a cup. Got the girls looking raw in the front. Gotta go, your man in town. To the bar another round. All your man's turning me down. Kinda thick, ma, let's get down, so get with it. I say one time, wanna dip with it. Got a place on the grind, wanna skip with it. Backstage your mind, I would spit with it. Hey, cause we be up in the club. We'll be hosting the back. And we be in the club. Girls always come to the back. Everybody get your head sprung. 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 Cause we be up in the club. We be posting the back. And we be in the club. Girl, always come to the back. And about to get your head sprung. We about to get your head sprung. We about to get your head sprung. We about to get your head sprung. Hey ladies, no need to get your hair done. I say, yo ladies, no need to get your hair done. I'ma get your head sprung. 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 I say, yo fellas, no need to throw them ones. I say, yo fellas, no need to throw them ones. I'm about to get your head sprung. 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 Cause we be up in the club. We be posting the back. And we be in the club. Girl, always come to the back. I'm about to get your head sprung. We about to get your head sprung. We about to get your head sprung. We about to get your head sprung. Cause we be up in the club. We'll be posting the back. And we be in the club. Girl, always come to the back. We about to get your head sprung. 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 Yeah, keep chillin' with them. Yeah, Timbo, Uncle L. Follow Storm Maverick, me, moi on Twitter at Storm Maverick. Facebook.com/Storm Maverick. Peace. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of The Advice Show, starring yours truly, Storm Maverick. And I got not one, not two, but 3 submissions to go ahead and read to you. And please keep them coming. Go ahead and just keep on asking me questions. I'll be more than happy to answer you live on air in the rotation every Monday night. Or whenever you have a chance to hear this and stuff. Yeah. So, okay, here we go. Hey, Storm. It's Martin, Ben's BFF. Best friends forever, I hope. From Texas. So I was shaving my balls, just how you explained to do. Good advice, by the way. As I was holding my dick, I felt a lump type scabbish, sometimes pussy gimmick on my deal. Couple questions. What should I do? Who can I see to fix it? Okay, we have a ton of questions here, so let me answer one at a time. What should I do? Go to the doctor. Even though I say with a pair of clippers to shave the hairs off your balls, I don't know how you chop your dick off with a pair of clippers. Use some clippers. Oh, God. Okay, next question. You said, who can I see to fix it? A doctor? You go see a doctor. All right, your third question is, where can I get this fixed? Same answer, at the doctor. And when do you think this happened? I would say by the time you submitted this, so if you haven't realized in 5 days your dick was chopped off, man, I feel sorry for you, man. I just feel so sorry for you. Okay, so that's when I think it happened. It happened a while back, and you don't know what a doctor is or something. I don't know. And what do you think this happened? Why do you think this happened? That's a good question. If you're using clippers like I told you to do, I meant clippers, so they got clarified I meant clippers. If you use like a chainsaw, then that's why that happened or something. So, yeah. But if you use clippers, you shouldn't have your dick chopped off. I don't understand it. And last question. How was your day today? Well, it's very good. Why, thank you. I hope you get your dick sewed back together. And thanks for asking how my day's been. I don't get that much. People asking me how my day's been. So that's very sweet of you. So thank you. All right. Now on to the next question. We're going to scroll down here, and there it is. Hey, it's Michelle from Lazelle again. You never texted me like you said you would. Where are you, a tease? Anyways, I like to hold guys come in me for a week after they jizz in me. Helps to build my giggle muscles. How cool is that? That is very cool. Sorry I forgot to text you. I sound like I had obligations beyond you or anything like that. I just, I'll make sure I text you sooner than later. So, yeah. And how cool is that? This pussy can go. Please explain where babies come from. Alright, they come from a far, far away land. Who am I kidding? Where babies come from? Well, let's just say when you plant the seed from your dick into the soil of a pussy, 9 months later, a baby will blossom. So, just make sure you don't tell her that. They get confused as hell. But anyway, there you go for that one. And that's it for the Facebook. Okay, oops, that's a footnote for me. Oopsie. All right, there's a third question that I got to read, and here it is. So, says here, Storm, I'm a huge fan for your advice show. You're an inspiration to me, and you taught me so much from just listening to the advice you give others. I've written a poem for my boyfriend to express my deepest love for him, and I feel like it's missing something. I've often been referred to as the Emily Dickinson of my generation, but I'm nervous about giving this to him. What's your opinion of my writing technique? All right, so here it goes. Roses are red. Bacon is also red. Poems are hard. So is your cock. Bacon. Your biggest fan, Yo, Adrian. Alright, let me go ahead and say this again, and I'll tell you what I think. Roses are red, bacon is also red, poems are hard, so is your cock, bacon. I gotta say that is the most interesting poem, the best poem I have ever read. You are even better than Emily Dickinson. And this right here is gonna get you cock after you give it to your boyfriend, Adrian. Cause that right there, what guy doesn't love bacon? And what guy doesn't like to have a woman say your dick is hard? Now you are a genius. Now go submit that to your boyfriend. You may get laid tonight, woman. Alright, but thank you anyways, everybody, for submitting your questions. Don't forget you can catch me on Facebook, facebook.com/StormMaverick. I am Storm Maverick, and I hope all of you on In the Rotation have a great day. That is all Storm Maverick has to say about that. Thank you, and take care. Thanks for listening to the Best of the Advice Show by me, yours truly, Storm Maverick. Keep listening every Monday night to Ben, Vito, Polly, and Professor Brooks, 8 p.m. Central, right here on Spreaker.com.